physically feel? Did you feel winded? Did you feel a little bit better than you thought you would, or kind of how you imagined you would?
I felt kind of how I thought I would. I felt like obviously a little bit out of rhythm, and just obviously I feel like I still need a little bit of time to get back to 100%. But now I felt like I was, still able to impact the game and do some stuff out there to help the team. Now I was supposed to only play up to like 20 minutes, but I felt pretty good, and obviously we were in a tough spot, so told Billy I can keep going. But yeah. I felt okay, kind of what I expected. Hopefully, it won't take too long before I get back to where it was. Just hard because I had to just lay around in my house. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't work out or do anything at all. So you do that for 10 days, and then you just work out for 3 and you go and play. It's not easy, but it was okay. So just hopefully I can build on it.
One of the things Billy talked about, I asked Alex about, his concern is it's a short window. Now, obviously, you weren't in Portland, but I'm sure you saw it. That third quarter in Portland with all the turnovers, and Indiana was what it was, but now we had another third quarter where things just, from an intensity standpoint, from attention to deal standpoint, wasn't there. As Billy pointed out, we got to figure that out as a team. Is that concerning to you that this footprint has now happened so close together, or do you just write it off as it's just kind of a November lull? Let's not panic.
I mean, you don't just, write it off. And I think you have to address it and understand that it's not something that we cannot keep doing. It's obviously been hurting us, and we just have to find a way to come out in those, third quarters and just play with more intensity and more focused. I thought tonight in the first half, we were, playing well. And then obviously it just came out flat in the third quarter, and we just kind of let them, do what they want, and they got going. It's hard to play that way. So just have to understand that we can't do that. We have to play for 48 minutes. We have to, kind of establish our way of playing on the other team for 48 minutes. And when we do that, we're a good team, and we give ourselves a good chance. So, obviously it sucks when it happens, and now we know that since it's happened a couple of times, it's something that we have to address.
Did you feel there were a couple of stints where it was strictly isolation, and sometimes it was successful, sometimes it wasn't? Is that too easy for the other team to defend when you guys do go ISO?
I mean, I think at times we get stuck a little bit, and we kind of get away from what works for us. But it's, again, we also have players that are really great ISO players, and so just have to kind of find that balance. I think tonight also our shot making wasn't always there at times, so it happens. But then there were games where those ISOs really work well. So it's just, I think, just finding the balance of doing what we need to do offensively to work. And a lot of times those ISOs can come out of us executing and things like that. But I think it's also part of us still learning how to play, with each other. And there's just a lot of new guys, and the guys that have been kind of in and out of lineup. I missed a couple of games. So just trying to figure that part out a little bit as well. But I don't think it's something that's been hurting us necessarily.
One of the things Billy said was that, it's too close of a window now between Portland and this game, where the third quarter, there's just that loss of attention to details. Are you able to put a finger on what exactly is happening in the third quarter in those two games, and why teams on paper are doing things they shouldn't be doing to you guys?
I think it's really just, a collective lack of sense of urgency from us. Starters go out there and play their minutes, but even coming in off the bench, I don't think we've done a good job of bringing the level of detail and attention and care factor to that it takes to win ball games in the NBA.
Do you consider this kind of just like a little lull that shouldn't be concerned, or for you is this concern that 3 losses in the last 5 games or whatever it is, and just the way it's happened?
I don't think concerned is a iffy word. I think if we don't pay attention to it and do things to get better, then it's a concern. But that happens through the NBA season's really long. We got off to a good start, and now we're kind of hitting that second wave of games on the schedule, and then we just got to do a better job of being locked in and realizing that every game we got to go out there and give the same energy and same attention to detail on offense and defense to win games.
How did you saw you had that little obviously protective device on, but you shot pretty well. How did your wrist feel? How did you manage it, and where is it right now after the game?
I'm good. You know, it was just that back-to-back. It was a little sore coming off the New York game, physical contest, and just we gave it a day of rest. I took the little tape off at halftime because it was just bugging me. It was getting in the way. Shots went in tonight. You know, nothing concerned. It's just a normal, you know, wear and tear of the NBA.